Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to go ahead and unbox the Owlcam version 5 Classic. Now you may have heard about this before. This was on a lot of social media way back several years ago because they were one of the first and more innovative companies that actually integrated a 4G LTE signal with a dash cam, which allows you to do some really cool things. Now fast forward is 2022. I have several dash cams that are in my car, some of which are, one of which is LTE enabled and the other is Wi-Fi enabled. And this one has the LTE enabled version right in over here. Now this company didn't do so well, all right? They did very well at the very beginning, but somehow they couldn't get enough subscribers, and for whatever reason they stopped selling them as well as you would think. Okay, and I don't know the reason why. Here in the United States, for whatever reason, a lot of people don't necessarily use dash cams in their car. And probably because it's a little bit cumbersome, and probably because we have less insurance issues and accidents, which is a little bit surprising to me. But anyway, I have several that are connected via Wi-Fi. I can stream and live stream directly from my phone whenever I have signal to check out the status of my car, the interior of the car, and the surroundings of the car pretty much at any time. This one does it automatically without having any other setup, okay? And I think that's what I like about this. Now my setup also captures interior. This one takes it a step further by putting it right up in front and center, and it has one that's built specifically for the interior with a LED, bright LED light that activates whenever someone's inside or whenever it's on. Okay, so, you know, that's something pretty special. This guy right here actually comes with a little diagram about what's in the box, which is cool. It says, we love cars and people in them. Owlcam is the #1 connected AI-powered car security camera system. It looks out for your car and what you value most while driving and parked. At Owlcam, we're committed to providing you the best-in-class features and services to give you a peace of mind. This includes unlimited live view and video alerts, so you can always tell your side of the story. Unlimited comes at a price. All right, Owlcam was started with the goal of helping to make our community safer and more civil. Every year, millions of Americans are impacted by break-ins, bad drivers, and crashes that aren't their fault. This is very true. Together, we can make a change in how people drive, and more importantly, in how people treat one another on the road. I think that could be true. I mean, when you have more cameras around, people tend to behave a little bit better. We're always working to get better features, so please reach out, share what you love, what you don't, and your ideas for the new features. We're here. Just give us a call. They have an 855 phone number in here. Thanks for writing Owlcam. Be part of the Owl fam. It's just called Owl fam. Cheers, the Owlcam team. There's a little signature, probably one of the founders. I wonder if he's still with the company. And basically, you have in here the Owlcam, which is this little guy right here. It looks kind of old school now, you know, compared to something as small and tiny and slick as before. But it feels really solid. This definitely. You know, this definitely feels a little bit more well built than I was anticipating. I was actually thinking the worst since they weren't doing very well. Over here, we got this protective plastic. There's the camera right there inside. Just remove that. This faces the front of the car. Okay, so it faces that, and then this is the screen that faces inside, and then you got a little camera here, little kind of like a webcam thing over here. And then you got two bright LEDs over here, left side and right side. Okay, so camera here, left side, right side, and then you got the screen in the middle. And this is supposed to be designed to be smack right in the middle of the windshield, which could be a problem because later on I'm going to get the Comma AI unit and have that help us with the self-driving capabilities. So we'll see if that's going to be a bit of a problem for us a little bit later. We have the Odb power supply adapter cable thingy, which is right over here. So this will plug in right directly into the car. So Odb Port. Just about every modern car has one. Apparently this is not compatible with the Tesla Model 3. I don't know about the other Teslas, but this will go in and get the power directly all the time from the car battery. It's got a USB-C plug on the other end. Thank you for making this USB-C. That definitely makes it feel a little bit more modern and up-to-date, even though this is called the Classic. We got a spare suction cup clip. I appreciate that. And then we got some tools and kits to help you shimmy and install this in the vehicle. Feels pretty high quality, I gotta say. Keep in mind, this is now a $300 dash cam, and you got to pay a lot more for their services. It used to be $100 a year for the unlimited with some restrictions. Now I believe they changed it up, so it is going to cost more, and I'm going to find out how much more. I like the mount. It's pretty interesting. So this goes right up against the middle of the windshield. Has a little bit of suction cup right over there, but it helps using the stability of the crevice between the windshield and your dashboard to help keep it stable. And then this arm is pretty solid too, and then this clicks on via magnet, and you can rotate this around 360 degrees. I actually like that. I don't know why more dash cams don't use magnets in their mounting mechanisms. But as you can imagine, windshield right over here, this slots in place, this locks it up, and then this just clips on like so, just right there in the middle. And then you got to run the power. It's got these little grooves in here for you to run the power cable through to the unit's USB-C port right here on the side, over here on the side. It's actually to the side. That's kind of interesting. So the extra suction mount, and this is the different sizes and lengths for the various different cars. Okay, so you have a lengthier one and a shorter one, etc., for you to go ahead and make changes. So as you can see, we have a really short one here, middle one, and I guess the one that they think most cars are is the one that's already attached. And you got a really long one in case you need to have this much closer to you or higher up. I don't know, higher up. Then we got some lens wipes from Zeiss. These are good lens wipes. These are what's recommended all the time. So, you know, they didn't really skimp on the stuff in here. It's good quality stuff. Let's see, suction cup, they're called the suction beams. There's 3 of them, cable ties, and a tuck stick. So, where's the cable ties? Those things must be, oh yeah, these are the cable ties. Are they the cable ties? Ooh, they are. They're really cool. Okay, these are some of the coolest cable ties in the industry. This whole thing is bendable and pliable, and it's also rubber too. Look at that. All right, that's cool. Okay, now to activate this, basically there's actually activation instructions here. Since I did get this from Best Buy, you can actually just go ahead and go to the link or scan it, and then they'll need you to put your serial number in place and choose a plan. So here's what I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out how much this I'm going to find out how much this plan is going to be. So give me a second here. So now I got the link, and it's asking me how many Owlcams I want to activate. I presume they changed their business model to be fleet. Unfortunately, this has this pop-up. Okay. Activate your dash cam. Select number of cameras. All right, 1 camera to activate. Select your preferred connect plan. So it's $20 a month. Oh, that's killer. In a bad way. Okay, that's too expensive. Annual connect month comes to $192. I'm going to try the $19.95 plan. Please add your serial number. This is 11-digit code down below. So I got to type in a serial number on the bottom of my unit. So the bottom of every unit, there's a little sticker as a serial number. That's what you type in, and I see the little sticker. It's on the bottom left side of the screen down here. I'm going to go and type that in. Wow, they really don't give you any trial whatsoever. C108, which I believe is a bad idea, because you don't really know if it's worth paying for, because you don't know how the reception is. And we have really bad reception here in Sunnyvale. Okay, So I typed that in. Apparently it's 2 months free. So I take that back. They give you 2 months for free. So it's 1 cam monthly, 2 months free. And here's what it looks like. So right now it's 2 months free. Thank you. This way I can kind of get an idea. We need to do a checkout, and then I got to create an account, which I guess is a little annoying, but you know, that's the way things are. I wish they made this process a little bit better, but this is pretty standard, to be honest. So let me just type in a new password here. Create one up. Okay. Create. All right. I put in my shipping info. I don't need anything shipped yet. Which is fine. Okay, I agree to receive SMS promotions, and I click continue. All right. So I actually need to put a credit card in here. You know what? I'll just use PayPal. Place my order. All right, I'll subscribe to your newsletter. I'll click PayPal. They definitely don't make this easy. So I'll link up my PayPal. Log in. Oh man, I need an authenticator code. I don't know why they don't make this easier. Shouldn't you just be able to activate it and then get an email later so you can try using it right away? I'm going to go through all these steps to set up. I can already tell you right now, if this is my wife doing it, she wouldn't do it. Actually, she probably wouldn't even get involved in any of this. Okay, where's my PayPal? PayPal. 720-418, two-factor authentication for the win. I'm going to log in now. And now we're going to charge it to my Citibank card. Okay. Place my order. Okay, so one question I have is, after this is placed, 2 months from now, you're going to start charging $20 a month. Unless I come back in here, log in and adjust that. Print a receipt. All right, you know what? I think I'll get an email with it. Okay, so that's it. Now I got to go on and try to attach this into the car. Outside, the Odb port is down here. Right over here. This one right here. Now the question is, why is this sticking out like this? That's really odd. Honestly, that's kind of odd. Here's the arm. I put the longest one on there. Just stick it right there in the middle. And I stick it up, and that's what I need to do later after I run the wire down below. So I'm going to run the wire now. And because I want to do a cleaner install, they were smart. They were smart in putting this ball right here for you to stick that in there so you can get an idea exactly how this goes in. See that? This is about exactly as much length, so when I stick it in there, that's pretty much the distance that I need to keep. There we go. It's going to be there like that. Then I got to run the wire down and then keep the slack down below somewhere. It's booting up now. I decided to try the middle length arm and run the stuff down below. So here we go. Cable goes down below fairly easily. because apparently there's a lot of space down there. All right, looks like I got to scan it with an Owlcam app. All right, one small thing I already see I have a bit of problem with is that the Owlcam takes a while to boot up. I mean, look at this. I want to say it's probably taken over a minute now. And so here's my problem. See that? It's got no network. I actually have to drive out to some place where I actually have LTE coverage in order to set it up. How about that? All right, I have to say, just visually looking at the quality of this, definitely doesn't look like it's the best quality. So, you know, that could be a bit of a negative. But as long as it captures enough fidelity to do what you need to do, I'll probably be okay. I can clearly tell that my GoPro sensor is way, way, way better. This looks like it's quality that's from 10 years ago. This is where dashcams were 10 years ago. All right, here's a demonstration of the Owlcam app and what it's done for us so far. It takes about a second to load, and I'm running this on iOS, the latest iOS 15 on an iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now, as you can see, actually in the middle of this section over here is actually a map of where my car is located. And as you can see, it's powered by Apple Maps. I just have it zoomed all the way in right now, just because. But you can zoom in and out just like in Apple Maps, and then you get a little bit of history about you know, what happened during the ride or while it's in use. Now there's these icons down here to the left. If I click on it, then I can actually go live and see what's going on into the car right. And if you want to look out the front, you can also do that just by clicking go live as well. Now, as far as the live is concerned, so for instance, live in there and then actually tap the microphone icon and actually start talking to her, and it actually comes out pretty well. She hears me fine. I hear her just fine. It's actually surprisingly. That's pretty unique. I don't see that in any other dash cam at this point right now. So that's pretty cool. So that for itself may be worth, I wish this was way back when it was only $10 a month or less than $10 a month. But, you know, where we're at here in 2022, and it's a new company, and they, you know, they charge $192 a year for this functionality and feature. Here's the thing, though. Supposedly, when you pay for that price, you get unlimited usage. Before, you only had a couple of minutes at a time, and I guess people were not very happy about that. All right, now if I go over here to the menu, as you can see, I have some settings on here. There's profile and recovery, there's Owlcam settings, Owlcam family, Owlcam login, there's crash reporting, and also support. I haven't really played with any of those things yet, but if I did want to add someone else, so for instance, I invited my wife to go ahead and install the apps, and she can access the Owlcam just like I do, I can just click on add guest and handle that as well. Here we go. Crash report. This is pretty cool. This helps you to fill out the information as necessary. This is also something that you don't see in a lot of other dash cams. Some other dash cams, they'll just go ahead and you know, save the footage, and that's about it, including the timestamp location of something that happens. This will actually help and document in case we're in a crash. Pretty useful information. So I see that as a pretty good benefit. There are other dash cams out there that will actually contact emergency personnel for you, and that is pretty awesome without, you know, like a subscription. It's pretty useful in other dash cams. I like that this gives you some sort of way for you to document and produce an official report, just in case police aren't there, or you know, you don't know exactly what to do. You want to get all the information down. News, this is only pretty much just information and advertisement about other people sharing their dash cam footage as well. By the way, if a thief comes in here and they steal your dash cam, supposedly They will replace it for you as long as you share the video with them, and obviously they will use the video for their marketing purposes. Clips is where a lot of people are going to want to go to and look. Now you can see, because my wife did not actually install the app on there, and my phone was not with her, this is footage of clips of, my wife heading out, visiting, heading out and doing her lunch meeting. So you can see a little bit of a GIF showing what happened, what's going on in there. I also get an alert that, hey, maybe there's some movement detected inside or outside of the camera. And it doesn't alert her. It doesn't make any sounds or anything like that as far as I know. She wasn't bothered by the Owlcam at all. So this was just basically recording and monitoring it. And it stores everything onto the internal 160 gigabyte flash storage of the Owlcam. And then it uploads bits and pieces of the footage in the Owlcam into the cloud, so that you can kind of see what's going on, actually via pictures here. So you can see, I can see that inside the camera, if I click these 3 marks, I can save the 3 images it took, or I could delete it. And if I want to actually see the footage that happened there, so for instance, when there was damage, it took 21 basic pictures and put it all up into the cloud for me to go ahead and access. That's something that could be useful in a case of insurance reasons. Okay, so for instance, here inside the camera last night, I was actually and connect to it via Wi-Fi directly as I'm sitting by the car to actually get this footage. However, all this stuff remains in the car's DVR dash cam, and once 160 gigabytes, of course, storage in there is used up, it will overwrite itself. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, 160 gigabytes could last you about 2 weeks, I believe. I believe that's what user support said. And then also another question that I had that was that I asked support was, hey, what happens when I have the dash cam and I basically stop paying for the subscription? Okay, so basically, if you stop paying for the subscription, you're going to lose a lot of use out of it. So all the features that that I'm showing on here, it's not going to be any useful to you at all. What'll happen is it'll function like a regular dash cam, and when that happens, it's very limited. So it'll record only up to 1.9 hours a day, and only while I'm driving. So basically, this parking mode function, where a lot of this stuff happens, where if, let's say someone came in while I'm not in the car and the car's not on, then it will just record. It won't record any of that. It will only record when I'm driving. And in order to access the footage, I need to be in the car with the camera and open up the app, and then directly connect to it by clicking on 3 vertical dots where history is located and select what I want. So that's pretty crappy, right? 1.9 hours per day. That's not great for road trips. I guess for normal people that might be okay, but no, not for me. So looks like if I do decide that I want to keep this, it really makes sense to go ahead and pay for the subscription services. And just so you know, their LTE right now actually works only via AT&T cell towers. So it's all on AT&T. So internal memory can record for either 26 hours of footage, or it will delete it after 14 days have passed. So that's something that you will probably want to know. All right, well, that's it for my first look review. Please give a like, subscribe for more. I'll catch you next one. Thanks for watching.